Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the owner of the MSL here, Jalen, aka Mello the Goat. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people know me by on Discord. And today I'm here with the first ever. I want to call it a podcast, but it's really just a summary, just going over the weeks and stuff of the MSL, going over scores, going over stats, and some major games we gotta watch. Look out for week 2. So yeah, let's get into it. As I hope my TV isn't loud. I hope you guys can hear that. But yeah, so first off, we're gonna start off with the Giants versus the Bengals game. We're gonna look at some of the stats here. Giants ended up winning this one 40-27 as they were led by Daniel Jones, 263 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with a 113.5 passer rating. Saquon Barkley Saquon Barkley led him 174 yards on the ground, 6.7 yards per carry, and a touchdown. He had 7 broke tackles as well. And then Golden Tate, 107 yards receiving. He still got it as he is up in age for the Giants. As Blake Martinez led the defense in tackles, well, tied for most tackles on the defense in this game with James Bradbury as well as Blake Martinez with 9 tackles. DeAndre Baker, who is suspended in real life, not even playing, he had a tackle for loss along with Arik Armstead. Um, no, 1 sack, and it was shared by Kyler Fackrell and Lorenzo Carter, so they both have half of a sack since they shared it, and they forced 3 picks. That's right, 3 picks on Joe Burrow, Grant Haley, um, Logan Ryan, and James Bradbury. The fourth, but all 3 of those guys had picks in this game. So yeah, you can see why the Giants really won. Their defense stepped up, forcing turnovers. As Joe Burrow, 327 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 INTs. If he didn't throw the 3 INTs, he would have had a great performance. This is why his quarterback rating in this game was a 76.1. Joe Mixon only 57 yards on the ground. Really want to see him improve as T. Higgins led the team in receiving in this game with 84 yards. Tyler Boyd with 80, and John Ross with 77. Defense really didn't do anything. 7 tackles for Jordan Evans. Geno Atkins with 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack. This defense, one thing I can say about this defense, they did get to the quarterback as this defense forced 4 sacks in this game versus the New York Giants. So they did get into the backfield, but they just didn't force any turnovers. Um, so yeah, that's gonna summary of that game. Next up, we go to Ravens versus Cardinals. Now, this was surprising that the Cardinals got absolutely blown out here. Both Dwayne Haskins and Jimmy Garoppolo played awful. Both had under a 50 QBR, as Haskins had a 49.3 and Jimmy Garoppolo with a 45.5. You do not want to see that from your QBs from both teams. Haskins threw a touchdown pass and 2 picks, while Garoppolo threw a touchdown and 3 picks. So both of these QBs, they were just turning the ball over here. As Arizona may be looking to start their rookie Max Chapman, who I didn't even know they had. Darius Geis, who probably not even gonna play. 89 yards rushing. Breida with 55 for the Cardinals. And Mike Williams had the most receiving yards with 57 out of all 3 of these teams. That is not good. As let's look at the defensive side of the ball for both teams here. Nine tackles for Joe Hayden, and he had a pick. Led his team in tackles. Jordan Hicks with 8 tackles and 2 tackles for losses. Brandon Graham, 7 tackles and 3 TFLs. And I mean, his Cardinals defense, they did force 2 picks. Joe Hayden and Robert Alford with those 2 picks. While for the Redskins on defense, obviously, the Redskins, they have Chase Young, who won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year and is tied for most sacks in the season. He had 22 sacks in his rookie year. Madden is so broke. But 1.5 sacks this season in this game for Chase Young. He only had 2 tackles though, so he wasn't really getting into the backfield in this game. As the 3 picks that were forced, Reuben Foster had a pick, Kendall Fuller, and DeShazer Everett. All 3 of those guys had a pick. Kendall Fuller, one of the best top 10, maybe top 15 corner in the league. So yeah, some some like things like that is expected. But this is the game. Things like that it was expected. But this is the game that really shocked me here. Minnesota beats Carolina 27-21. Now, for you guys who've been or who are in the MSL and not some of you guys just watching who just clicked on the video from YouTube. Um, Minnesota, they tanked for Trevor Lawrence. Ben Roethlisberger got a snap. Um, Big Ben got a snap. But yeah, they tanked for Trevor Lawrence. 216 yards, a touchdown, and a pick for T-Law as he went head-to-head to Cam Newton, who is back in Carolina, who had 225 yards and a touchdown pass. But yeah, this was surprising. Dalvin Cook, 183 yards. Him and McCaffrey went head-to-head, and McCaffrey was held to under 100 with 80 yards. Devontae Parker had a great receiving game, 79 yards, led both teams in receiving yards. Rondell Moore with 59 and Justin Jefferson with 37. And then DJ Moore with 44 receiving yards, and Seth Roberts led the Panthers in receiving yards. Defensively, no turnovers. King Max, the rookie corner out of Georgia, 12 tackles and half of a sack. So, I mean, he's an absolute monster that you're gonna have to watch out for when you play this Carolina team. Some other stats: Derek Brown with half of a sack and 2 tackles for losses. The second-year guy out of Auburn. So, yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, what? Okay, so I was wrong about interception. Apparently, somebody on the some who threw 2 picks. So it says Deontay. This game is so broken. I forgot Trevor Lawrence threw a pick, so I was wrong when I said no turnovers. But they say Deontay Jackson has 2 picks, right? Oh no, it said 1. He has 2 interception yards. Okay, well yeah. So Dante Jackson with the pick for Carolina. So, yeah, we're going to move on. 49ers versus Green Bay. Now, this is the stream that was posted. It was terrible quality, by the way, because my Wi-Fi is going to be trucked up until about the 14th or 15th of August. So, yeah. But, yeah. Uh, this game was, Aaron Rodgers, in week 12 of last year, he had 0 picks, but 28 touchdowns. He threw 28, he threw 2 picks in this game. That's not good. Aaron Rodgers had one of the worst games I've ever seen him have. No touchdowns, by the way, for Aaron Rodgers. 2 picks, though. Kyler Murray, 173 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Um, Aaron Jones, 63 yards rushing. And then Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is just, he's an absolute monster. He had that big play. At the end of to give the 49ers a lead. That big reception, he broke not one, he broke 3 tackles, I'm pretty sure, and juked the defender. Deebo Samuel, he's just an absolute monster. But Richard Sherman, 2 picks for the Niners, and then it was who got the pick for the who got the pick for the Packers? Jair Alexander got the pick. So yeah, but you know refs. Who knows? Green Bay. He was out of bounds, but who knows that they would have scored on the last play if they got it. Like nobody knows, you know. So, but yeah, we're gonna move on. Tennessee versus New England. Taysom Hill got a snap at quarterback. He threw a 15-yard pass. But real story here. Jarrett Stidham played over rookie Le'Veon Romero out of Temple. Um, Jarrett Stidham threw for 343 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Tannehill 283 yards, two touchdowns, and a pick as well. Um, both of these QBs under 100 QBR, but Stidham him and Le'Veon Romero might have a little QB battle there in New England, but it should be interesting to see Derrick Henry, 80 rushing yards. He's a workhorse. He didn't have the greatest game, but he didn't have the worst. So hey, it is what it is. Marquise Lee, Marquise Lee for Marquise Lee for the New England. 141 yards receiving. He just went off. AJ Brown, 78 yards receiving. Good for him. On the defensive side of the ball, Stephon Gilmore 10 tackles, along with Dante Hightower with 10 tackles. And then Malcolm Butler and Patrick Chung both got the picks in this game. So yeah. Next up, next up, Pittsburgh versus the Denver Broncos. Now, Pittsburgh drafted the quarterback that Denver wanted. Obviously, I was not gonna let Trey Lance fall to Denver. Why would I let a QB who had never threw a pick in his college career? Why would I let him fall to you? So yeah, we snagged Trey Lance at the fifth pick. And he threw for 223 yards, a touchdown in this game, while Drew Lock 201 yards, no touchdowns and no picks. None of these QBs threw picks, but Drew Lock, he couldn't get any points on the board. James Conner though, 94 yards rushing. That's just great. 94 yards rushing from Conner. And this Steelers defense was shut down. They were locking it down as Melvin Gordon, I'm pretty sure a Pro Bowl running back. I'm pretty sure he's made a Pro Bowl. Was held to 19 yards in this game. I mean, that's just impressive. I mean, and Lindsey didn't even get a carry. Don't know why they, decided not to hand him off the ball, but I mean, they held a Pro Bowl running back to 19 yards. Pittsburgh's defense is just godly. Devontae Adams, the guy who Pittsburgh traded for, 100 yards receiving in this game. Diggs didn't. Diggs only 25 yards receiving, and Judy got locked up. Eric Ebron 67 yards receiving, and Sutton with 47. I mean, this Steelers defense, they were locking it up. I mean, my goodness. As Vince Williams 2 tackles for loss, um, Tyree Kennel a tackle for loss, and Robin Ross with 3 tackles for losses for Pittsburgh and a sack. So Robin Ross, the rookie out of BYU, had a great game. As wait, he picked BYU, right? No, no. Yeah. Um, sacks. Like I said, Robin Ross got a sack. But then T.J. Watt coming off the edge, he's a monster. 2 sacks in this game. T.J. Watt. And I mean, this just got to give it up to Pittsburgh's defense. They were shut down. And another defense that was shut down this week, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense held Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans to 3 points. 3 points. And in this game, Watson had 177 yards rushing. I'm sorry, not rushing, passing, and a pick, while Gardner Minshew just 1 yard away from 200, 3 touchdowns and a pick. As Leonard Fournette 83 yards. I wonder how this team. I mean, 3 touchdowns. How did they get 31? 3 touchdowns, some field goal. Okay, that might equal 31. Not doing that math, but yeah. D.D. Westbrook, 100-yard receiving game, 1 touchdown. DJ Chark, a touchdown as well. And then who else got a receiving touchdown? Tyler Eifert. So yeah, defensively for both teams, the guys who got the picks were Joe Schobert and Tavon Wilson for the Texans. 31-3. Hey, Jacksonville may be the team to look out for come playoff time, and when teams really trying to get in that playoff hunt. We got the Jets versus the Dolphins. Now this was a high scoring game, surprisingly. 48-41 W for Miami, led by Tua Tagovailoa's 265 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks. And then Sam Darnold not doing anything better. 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 INTs. The New York Jets sat out to rookie Tua Burrow. So it should be interesting to see what the Jets do from here. But Tua Burrow, he's a nice player, great potential. So hey, look out. Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen got into the game and threw a pass for 15 yards. Good for him. Jordan Howard, 84 yards, along with Le'Veon Bell, who had 84 yards. Tua ran for 29. Christopher Herndon the fourth for the Jets, 90 yards receiving. That's a tight end. And then Mark Andrews, 74 yards receiving for the Dolphins. Justin Ross with 49 yards receiving for the Jets as well. Now, for the guys who threw the picks, Deion Ramsey with 8 tackles. Nice from the rookie. Free Deion Ramsey, by the way. Put that down in the comments. Free Deion Ramsey. Eric Rowe, 10 tackles. Jerome Baker, 87 tackles, 7 tackles. Avery Williamson. Okay, that's not what we came for. The picks. Adrian Colbert, free safety for the Dolphins, got 2 picks as Patrick Onwuasor. I'm not saying that name, bro. Patrick Onwuasor. He's somebody from Portland State. He got a pick along with Blesson Austin with the pick as well for the Jets. 48-41. That. Hey man, we probably should have streamed that. No cap. I'm just joking. Now for the other scores, I'm not gonna review all the game stats, but the ones that really mattered. L.A. Chargers versus Tampa. 35-21. That was expected. Chargers, Herbert put up MVP caliber stats last season in his rookie year. Now this game that shocked me the most. Chiefs versus Falcons. Now Falcons, you would think their cornerback situation is terrible. They're gonna struggle with defending the pass. Wrong. Matt Ryan, 36 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's get that out the way. But they held Mahomes to 155 passing yards. Patrick Mahomes, the league MVP for season 1, they held him to 155 passing yards and a 29.0 QBR. 29 QBR for Patrick Mahomes in this game, and 4 picks. And 3 out of 4 of those picks come from the sophomore corner, AJ Terrell. The Falcons GM, he's a huge Falcons fan in real life, but he does not think AJ Terrell is that good, but he showed out. AJ Terrell showed out. 3 picks. He was just a ball hawk. And then Tyler Davidson, a D lineman, got a pick. The big boy got a pick. 6'2", 309. My God, 309. Big boy got a pick for the Falcons. 24-6 win for them. And then obviously Julio just had to be inspirational. Blessing us with such an amazing catch. But yeah. Buffalo versus LA. Oh shoot. Buffalo versus the Rams. That was just that was a game that not a lot of people really cared about unless you're one of the GMs. But yeah, Buffalo is able to beat the Rams 20-17. Indiana beat Las Vegas, which is nice. Baltimore versus Cleveland. Now this is a game I know a lot of people want to know the stats too. So Lamar Jackson went out, threw for 267 yards, and 2 touchdowns, no picks. But Baker Mayfield, 302 passing yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Not what you want to see. He has an interception problem. And let's see if the Browns decide to start their rookie QB that they drafted, who comes in at a 72 overall in his rookie year, KJ Costello out of Mississippi State. Let's see if they, are interested in starting him. As Mark Ingram with 65 rushing yards, and Nick Chubb with 50 yards receiving. Hopkins went off 131 receiving yards and a touchdown, and Austin Hooper 96 yards receiving. This receiving core for the Dolphins. I said the Dolphins, the Browns. It's not a bad receiving core because they got a lot of guys who can go out and catch some passes for them. After the guys who picked off Baker Mayfield, Tavon Young got 2 picks on Baker Mayfield. Wow. As another game that people might want to know the stats too. I kind of want to know the stats of this game. Dallas versus New Orleans. How did Dallas pull it off? Dak Prescott with 4 touchdown passes and 220 yards. Breeze 253 yards, 3 touchdowns and an INT. Alvin Kamara and Ezekiel Elliott, the running back matchup, and it was won by Alvin Kamara, who not only had less carries but more yards and a touchdown. He had 147 yards with 15 carries, while Elliott 24 carries, 127 yards. Michael Thomas 113 yards receiving, 70 receptions. He averaged about 2 yards per reception. No, I'm just joking, bro. No, but he's probably just running slants and curls. So yeah. Amari Cooper 93 yards receiving. CeeDee Lamb 40 yards receiving. Nothing really there. So yeah. Other scores that I haven't said already. I don't think. Chicago beat Detroit 23 to 10, and then Philly beat Seattle 31 to 28. So now we're gonna look at some of the stats here after week 1. Some of the league leaders here. As we're gonna look at the stats, yes sir. So for passing, Jarrett Stidham ends off week 1 leading the league in passing yards. Jarrett Stidham leads you will never hear that said in real life. No way will you hear anybody say Jarrett Stidham leads the NFL, the league, in freaking passing yards, bro. You'll never hear that come out of anybody's mouth. Never again. Herbert, 340 yards receiving, passing. He's second. Then Burrow. Then Mayfield at number 4. And then Darnold, Tannehill, Rodgers, Stafford, Phillip Rivers, Lamar, Tua, da. And then leading the league in passing yards this after week 1. It's a tie between Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott, both with 4 touchdowns. Leading the league in interceptions though is Patrick Mahomes with 4. Patrick Mahomes, you will never hear that said in real life. No way will you ever hear somebody say Patrick Mahomes leads the NFL in interceptions thrown. You'll hear Jameis Winston. He's coming off the bench. You'll probably if the Saints like blowing somebody out and they just say okay, they just put in Jameis, bro. Jameis will probably mess around and throw like 5 picks and then give the other team a chance to come back. Not even good. No. All right. Now, leading the league in rushing yards, Dalvin Cook with 183 yards, and behind him, Saquon Barkley with 174. Rushing touchdowns, Le'Veon Bell and Josh Jacobs both tied with the most with 2. Receiving yards, Marquise Lee, number 1 after week 1 with 141, and then Hopkins behind him with 131 yards receiving. And then Hayden Hurst with 127 yards receiving is third. So, where's Julio now? Bro, the problem is with these Sims, bro, they never give it to Julio, bro. Like that, bro, you should be throwing it to Julio every play. Like, not even joking, bro. Alright. And now in defense, leading the league in tackles, Fred Warner of the San Francisco 49ers. He has 13. There's no ties there, but there is a tie for second between Demarius Randall, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and King Max, both with all three with 12. Leading the league in sacks, Chris Jones with 3. And then Von Miller with 2.5 in second. And then Robert Quinn, Joey Bosa, and DeForest Buckner. Hold on, whoa, 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 whoa. Madden. Hold on. Whoa, hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Didn't TJ Watt have 2 sacks? Where's TJ Watt? That was tough. What? TJ Watt had 2 sacks. But it's not on here. Okay, bro. This game's retarded. And then leading the league in picks is Tavon Young with 2. That's good for him. I've never heard of him in my life. Yeah. No shots fired to him, but yeah. And here we go with the worst offenses in the NFL so far. In total yards gained, the Broncos have the worst offense in the league. It with the worst total yards in the worst offense in total yards in the league right now. Wait, Jackson? Hold on, bro. We're not gonna let this go by. Hold on, man. Whoa. Hold up. Don't rule they did. Okay, bro, let me get on to the team stats. So right now with total yards gained, the worst team in the league with total yards gained is the Denver Broncos with 248, and then in front of them with number 31 is the Chiefs. Then the 49ers. They won their game, yet their offense is one of the worst in yards gained. That's crazy. And the number one offense in yards gained, the New York Jets. You will never hear that said in like 50 years. New York Jets leads the league in total yards gained right now, and the and total offensive yards as well. I'm pretty sure. No, that's the okay. That's the Vikings. Okay, Vikings, and then one yard behind them is the Giants, then the Chargers, then the Saints. Now, the worst passing offense in the league right now is the San Francisco 49ers with 135 total passing yards this season. In front of them is the Chiefs, then the Redskins. That's crazy. Now, and the best passing offense, by the way, if you're wondering, is the Chargers. Um, Worst rushing offense is the Denver Broncos. Like I said, Pittsburgh held them to 27 yards rushing. Nice, bro. My type of performance. No cap. Chiefs, 32 yards rushing. Chiefs, bro. What's going on, bro? Andy Reid did retire, though. That's tough, money. Vikings with the most rushing yards in the league with 245, and behind them is the Giants. It is what it is. So far in points per game, we've only played one game, but yeah. Vikings have the most points per game so far. 48 points. They scored the most points in week 1. Now we're going to go to defense. And the best total defense in the defense that has allowed the least amount of yards is the Atlanta Falcons with 181 yards allowed. Probably the number one defense in the league right now is the Atlanta Falcons. Then the Packers with 212 yards allowed. Chargers with 223 yards allowed, and then Pittsburgh with 228 yards allowed. Now, the worst defense in the NFL right now is the Carolina Panthers. They allowed 466 yards in their first game of the season. They're the worst defense at this very moment. Bengals in front of them barely with they've allowed one less yard. 465 yards allowed for the Bengals. Then the Bucks, the Cowboys, the Dolphins. Yeah. Bro, imagine letting the Jets, bro. Put up 41 points on you, bro. That's when you need to quit playing the game of football. So, Week 1, Players of the Week. We're going to start with the AFC, and it goes to Justin Herbert and Tavon Young. Congratulations to them. And then for the NFC, we got Dak Prescott and obviously A.J. Terrell with 3 picks. Wait, he leads the NFL in picks. This game just said it was this Tavon Young dude who had 2. Okay, bro, Madden's tripping right now. So, yeah. That's how it's looking right now. And the power rankings released. And here they go. Jaguars, number 1. Redskins, number 2. Ravens, number 3. Steelers, number 4. Bears, number 5. 49ers, number 6. Number 7, the Dolphins. How? They let the Jets score 41. They do not deserve to be in the top 10. Patriots, number 8. Okay. Vikings, number 9. Colts, number 10. Okay, who cares? Eagles, 11. Cowboys, 12. Falcons, 13. They should definitely be in the top 5, bro, because they got one of the best defenses in the league. Y'all are definitely overlooking the Falcons right now. Chargers, number 14. How? Giants, number 15. Okay, I don't really care. Bills, number 16. That's reasonable. Number 17, Rams. Number 18, Seahawks. Number 19, Saints. Number 20, Bengals. Number 21, Raiders. Number 22, Chiefs. They should definitely be at least like 31 or 32 because they sucked week 1. Number 23, Panthers. They should be in front of the Chiefs. Number 24, Titans. Number 25, Bucks. Number 26, Jets. Number 27, Packers. Number 28, Lions. Number 29, Cardinals. Number 30, Broncos. That's reasonable. Number 31, Browns. And number 32, the Houston Texans. That's tough. Deshaun Watson is out of here, bro. When his contract is up, he is out of here. He's talking about y'all better get y'all a new franchise QB because Deshaun Watson is out of here. Let me know if you guys agree with the power rankings. I do not. I think the Jaguars, they're D-riding the Jaguars hard right now. They're not. They're a top 5 team, man. I don't think they're number 1. And they're D-riding the Redskins very, very hard. Like, bro, that thing is, bro. Redskins, bro. Their shit is rock hard right now, bro. They are riding them hard right now, bro. No way the Ravens should be Redskins should be number 2 in front of the Ravens and the Steelers, bro. They played the Cardinals. The Cardinals were the worst team in the league last season, bro. They D-rolled the Redskins there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast or whatever this is gonna be called. Guess I'll call it the podcast. Week 1 summary. Actually, I just call it summaries. Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And peace. Also, let me know what you think down in the comments about the power rankings. What you think? Oh, I forgot to go over the key games. So never mind. I'm such a retard. Yeah. All right. All right. So key games you have to look out for week 2. Definitely Vikings. No, that game's trash. They play the Texans. I thought that's okay. I was thinking Jaguars when I saw it. Let's see. Ravens versus Redskins. That should be interesting. No, okay. Chargers versus Saints. That should be good. Um, Cowboys versus Seahawks, and then Giants versus Browns. Now that game is probably gonna be streamed. No cap. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Finally finished the summary, and so yeah, we gonna do this for week 2, and so yeah, peace.